What's going on, people? We got some new faces around here. We got Dragos below me. Triple six serpents. Yeah, over that way. And Glenn. That way. Yeah. On it. So what's up, people? How's it going? We got some early birds in here. Cole, what's up? How's it going? Slithery Serpents. Thanks for coming in. Stan's in here. What's up, Stan? Shane from Heads and Tails. Michaela, thanks for coming. Your woman Morgan is here. And
oh shit.
What's your name, dude? I'm bad with names. You said it earlier, but Nick, right? Nick.
Yeah, Nick. Right.
All right. See, it just took a minute. And all right, I kind of see it, Nick. Yep. Dragos, what's up? How are you doing, dude? Is he not froze? He's froze.
He's done. Podcast over for Drago. Oh.
We got Synergy Morphs Dave in here, formerly known as PCF.
Yo, I'm glitching.
Yeah, you're glitching bad, dude.
Y'all can hear me now?
Yeah, you're pretty bad. Go reset your router, dude.
Maybe back out and come back in.
To the router.
Yeah, go reset that router or something. Or go pay your bill. One of the two. They slow that shit down on purpose, make you pay that.
Come on now.
Asshole. They do that. Dude, they're notorious.
Do what?
They be you be almost to that due date or whatever, dude. They be slowing that internet down a little bit until you pay that bill.
You back a month, they cutting you back to like gigabytes, not terabytes.
Well, they just cut down their speed or whatever. I know.
Yeah, they do that to my phone once we go over like 20 gigabytes, and I got 3 kids on my plan, so it's like every month, 2 weeks into it, I have shitty Wi-Fi on my phone. I couldn't do this like outside. I have to do it right by the router. But
we got good Wi-Fi, and I live in the fucking wood and out here in Wetumpka, Alabama. So I don't know. It's 2023. If you don't have good Wi-Fi, that's bullshit. You need to get a new plan.
You need to bitch to somebody.
We're sending fucking robots to Mars, man. Come on.
No, it's just to Canada.
I don't even know where Drago's from. Like, where Dragos is from. Where are you from, dude? You there?
No, he ain't there.
Yeah, he is. He's moving a little.
I mean, a little. There you go.
All right.
All right. Anyhow.
That was Dragos. He's going to be like a single guest when we get back to interviewing in a couple weeks. So hopefully he has it figured out. Static Morse just came in. What's up, dude? New Orleans. All right. So he should be all right.
He's in the chats now.
Yeah.
It's all good.
What I kind of want to bring up tonight is I posted a video of James Old Man Tides and Clowns tube feeding a snake. And the replies to it, some people were just like, are you nuts? What are you doing? And then other people were like, well, that's pretty cool. The story is about it. The guy tried to assist feed and the snake kept regurgitating. So now I guess he is doing what the vet would do to feed a snake. I mean, can it really mess their throats up? I mean, if you're not doing it right,
yes, I can, 100%. I mean, if a doctor shoves something down your throat, it still can mess it up. You know what I mean?
I mean, of course, you don't hit their windpipe.
It can happen. But like I said, like backstage, the other one, the entry boy, when he went through that infection, they did that to him. Like I didn't have a choice though, as he wasn't eating. His infection was so bad. There's no way to keep him alive. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just it's pretty much your last resort if you can't assist feed, pretty much.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it because
I
don't know what the fuck I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather pay somebody who went to school to do it.
That, yeah.
Yeah. I can hold a rat and hold its head real gently and try to massage it into its jaw. But I'm not gonna fucking shove a tube. I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying?
That's a wild process, man. Think about that.
I know. Yeah. It looks very scary. You know what I'm saying?
That's the same thing with the egg-bound snakes and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, just go do Nerd's video. Like,
No.
Nah,
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not nerd. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I don't know how. I that's kind of sketchy. Like good for him. He can do like he knows how to do that. I wish I did, but I'm not gonna sit there and
just squeeze the fucking tail. Hope it pops out.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I tried it for a second on that one egg bound, but I was like, I wasn't really getting anywhere with it. I'm like, nah, like I'm done. And it didn't even matter anyhow. She ended up dying, but.
Well, the crazy thing is
that sucks, dude.
We went to the vet with our egg-bound snake, and all he did was he fucking stuck a needle in it and took out all of the fluid inside. And he was like, it could take up to a month. Just keep offering her food. And if she takes food, then she's, doing all right. Call me in a month, and I'll be damned. It took about 2.5 weeks, but after that, she done passed 5 eggs, and she's clear, but I ain't sticking the needle in there. You know what I'm saying? Hell no.
No,
I don't think I could do that either.
Mm-mm.
I mean, now if I had someone like on a live walking me through every process that knew to say right there, that exact point on that snake when I go over it to put it in there and draw it back, maybe, because I'm pretty ballsy. But man, that's.
If I had enough snakes like Kevin McCurley does that has to take them to the vet that often to where you've seen it and you've had hands on hundreds of times, hell yeah, I would do it because I know what the hell I'm doing. But them needles ain't little bitty, you know what I'm saying, that they eject that amniotic fluid from. They're not little. They're a pretty good, decent gauge needle, and I just don't know. If you mess that up, you could cause all kinds of problems.
Yeah. Even the vet said that because when I was, she was 2 days away from having her, procedure done, unfortunately. But even the vet said that. It's like, there's still that risk of, the egg breaking inside of her when we were doing this or, whatever the case may be. So.
Well, that being said, I don't look down on nobody. If you can do it, more power to you. And I don't know Old Man Pies, but if he has the nerve to do it, I'm sure he's done it before.
Right.
He just came into the room and he acknowledged that he got in touch with those people that gave him like a hard time. But I mean, yeah, James, like props to you if you're doing it and that snake's is all right. Like that's a pretty invasive like thing to do. I mean, yeah, I don't know if I could do that.
What, the tube is this long or some shit?
Oh, dude, it's freaking long.
Yeah,
it's pretty long. I mean, I guarantee he at least puts a foot down into the snake. I mean, slowly but surely, he's not jamming in there. He's working it in slowly. But what's up, Justin?
What up, Rock?
What's going on, Rock? Yeah, but I mean, that's just some wild stuff.
For sure. Pretty crazy.
I mean, and I get why people's like, you're crazy and shit for doing that. I get it. But if he's got the know-how, I mean, the snake's not dying. It's eating.
I mean, how many times has he done it to that snake? You said he has to do it often?
Yeah, it's like 3 times a week, I believe, or every 3 days.
Oh, my God. That's very invasive that many times.
Yeah.
Is there no way that he can like double or triple or however the hell they do it, the increment, so he doesn't have to do it so often?
No, I mean, they'll regurgitate that food. Actually.
Okay.
So you just want to put enough in there for them to keep it down.
They still got to open up their mouth and stuff like that and like let them swallow it or whatever. That's just how they swallow. But like when the vet was doing it for me and stuff, we were only doing it once every 2 weeks.
See, that's what I've heard. I never heard that.
Yeah, that was to keep the stress down so he would go back on food.
Yeah.
And that's what the vet said too. Like you want to keep, pounding it down his throat every couple of days to get to eat or whatever, like because then you will have problems and it can become reliant on that or whatever. So
I feel like if he's doing it that much, that's what's happened. The snake's done become reliant on it. In my personal opinion, if I couldn't get it to eat and I had to do it that much, I know it would suck.
Right.
I would have to get it euthanized. Because,
but I mean, you've been doing it for over 50 years. I don't know if you read that. Like Old Man Pies the Clown's been keeping snakes over 60 years. I treat my own respiratory infections and stuff like that. But it's something I don't know. I'll take my snake to the vet.
Right.
So if he feels comfortable doing it, I don't see nothing wrong with it. If he's comfortable doing that, but man, that's just.
Yeah, totally, dude. Like, respect to you for being able to do it. But I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if I could do that.
There's no way I could do it.
Right.
I mean, I don't have someone else to hold the snake, so there's no way that I could do it. But
well, that's what I'm saying. You know, if it was me, my situation, as much as I might take a loss on that animal, which would suck depending on how big the damn loss is, then I couldn't do it. And I couldn't afford to take it to the vet every time it had to be fed, because I'm sure it's not cheap. You know what I'm saying? Just to get that egg deflated in our female costs about $100, $112. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
it cost me $185.
It cost you $185?
A little bit. She would have survived to make it. Yeah. She was 2 days short.
So he says the tube is really bendable, and it's a semi-soft plastic. You put KY jelly on a tube, and you could use water-soluble lubricant as well.
Oh, yeah, I'm familiar with how they do it. I just couldn't do it, dude. I couldn't imagine holding it and then...
Yeah, no shit.
Not knowing if I'm hitting something, but like I said, he said he's been doing it for so long. I mean, he probably knows what it feels like. You know what I'm saying? It's like anything else.
It's all on the feel.
Yeah.
But yeah, Matt, props to him for knowing how to do that. And I mean, for the people out there that are upset about it, I mean, I kind of thought that it was a controversial video in the first place, but I mean, I feel that James is doing a last-ditch effort to save that snake. So if he has to know how to do it, then
more power to you.
I mean, more power to him. I'm not going to sit here and call him an idiot for doing it. I'm going to just say, hey, dude, wow. More power to you, man. I don't think I could do it. Thumbs up.
There's going to be controversy and hate in anything you do with reptiles now. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, I feed nothing but frozen thawed. I got 2 snakes that eat live, and I still get ridicule from it. And I never show live feedings or any of that kind of shit. But you still get ridicule from any little thing you do. So, I mean, my advice to him would be just to say, screw everybody else. Don't even engage with them. Right. Just do you. And if that's what works for you, that's awesome. Do you. You know what I'm saying?
He says you need 2 people to tube feed, and you want to hold the snake as straight as possible. When I tube feed her now, she squirms a little bit, but trying to open her mouth. Well, yeah, when you open her mouth, that's going to be the thing. You know, getting that thing started, she's probably going to be fighting you every step of the way.
Yeah.
But getting into this, you know, people bitching about feeding, like, I can't stand that. Like, if I'm going through a friend's video, like, I'll bring Justin up because I've done it to 4 or 5 of his videos. He has people bitching about him feeding frozen thawed, and they're not even taking time to see that rat's dead. Yeah. They're like making it like the rat's live. And I'm like, hold up, wait a second. If that was a cat batting it around, it'd be cute. If that was a dog chasing it in the field, it'd be funny. We're doing it out of necessity, and that thing's dead already. It's pre-killed. I'm like going off in the chat telling these people, like, that burns me. That grinds my gears. I'm just saying. Yeah, get them fired up.
You're coming on the podcast too, Ken, aren't you on the 10th?
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah.
I mean, you've been coming on showing support, so sure, I'll be there for you 100%.
For sure, doing an open table as well.
I'm also throwing.
That'd be the 500. So that's so. If you guys don't know, if you guys don't follow the channel, go on YouTube, type in 419 Morphs. Got the 500 subscriber giveaway on the 10th. Live podcast. Going to start at 6 p.m. Eastern time. We are going to be giving out some snakes with free shipping, so everything's going to be 100% free. I know Will's giving out a snake. I'm giving out the Morph Market credit. I'm giving out a T-shirt. We got some swag packs. We got some more Morph Market credits for some other breeders as well. So we got all kinds of good shit, man. It's going to be fun.
Well, hell, if y'all are doing plugs, we're doing a 500 giveaway too. And we actually just did a giveaway on our TikTok and Instagram. So if y'all are watching this and y'all follow that, and you might have a snake that you won because we haven't got the message from it. So if you want the damn snake, message us and we will send it to you for free because you won.
You won. So since we're throwing plugs out, I'm sure y'all heard, most of you has heard, FNA is taking a break from the races and are not having them. So I think our community needs to have a race every week. So I'm going to take them over when they're not doing them. I'm going to do them just so the community has race day. Sunday, same time. If they're not doing it, I'm going to be doing it.
You talking about like fucking NASCAR?
No, like F&A. If you don't know who F&A balls are, they do like these races and shit where they pick names and they have races and they give away shit every week. Every Sunday, they're giving away themselves $75 credit every Sunday.
Are they the ones that
have someone sponsor the show? What's that?
They do the wake and bake with snakes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I've seen
So I got Bomb Projects to do week 1. He's doing $100 credit on any snake over $500. So, I mean, yeah, I'm going to do the races. Like, why not? I need a little bit of more watch hours. I mean, my subs are up. Like, I'm at 810. I was like, holy shit.
Well, you blew up with that.
And February, I was at 250. And then now I'm up to 810. I was just like, dude.
Hey, yeah, fuck it.
Thank you, people, because it's all you. I ain't doing it. I'm just sitting here behind a fucking phone. You know?
Yes. I know we could tell every time you go click on a chat, we see your big finger like this.
No, I'm just here in front of the phone. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe someday I'll get some upgrades. I mean, I got a speaker and a box, so I mean, I got some stuff. I need to get a computer. I got all the wires. It's coming together, man. Slowly but surely.
Computer's nice. It's convenient.
I know. I was so happy to get it to pull up on my laptop. I was like dreading using a phone. I was like, I'm not doing it if I have to use a phone. That's gonna suck.
Hey James, for me to let you on, you got to show a picture. I'm not getting wienered. James, old man, Pod and Clowns, is backstage, and he has an X up there with no picture. I'm not letting him in because I'm not taking a chance of getting wienered again. Like, if you put your picture up, I will, and if I can see it's you, I will definitely let you on. But they disappeared, so it might not have been him.
That's funny.
But if you're doing a podcast and you invite people up, Glenn, when you do this and you're inviting people up, make sure they're sitting there and don't have a picture up, because they'll copy. Like, I'll use Rock for instance, because it's right there as comments there. But someone will take Rock's pic, you know, copy it, say he's Rock on Reptiles, and come backstage, and then when you let him on, he'll pull down his pants and show his wiener. It's happened to me once. It's not happened again.
That's fucking hilarious.
I had to delete that whole thing, start it over that night. I mean, good thing it was right in the beginning, but
that's funny.
Yeah, I got wienered. It was pretty funny. Hang on. And like, I put it on and just sat back and was like, yeah, just relax. It wasn't even looking through. I was like, what the? No. I had 2 fingers coming. It was hilarious.
Yeah, that's cool, man.
No, it wasn't cool, dude.
Is it cool? Is it cool though?
No. I don't think it was cool. I think it was pretty much a dick move.
Funny. Oh shit.
Right. So 666, you're new around here. So what do you got cooking this year? Let's pick your brain a little.
Well, I got 12 eggs in the incubator. They still got a while, but we just hatched out. We had 8. Now we got 6. And they're just a bunch of different stuff. If you want me to grab them real quick, I'll show you.
Sure, grab us ahead and show what you want. But now I'd also want to ask you about, because you do something that I've never heard anyone say they do, and you said you rotate males.
Oh yeah, this is a good one.
Yeah, we do that just because.
What's up, Elias?
Sometimes we'll have like our banana. He's a freaking horn dog, and I'm telling you right now, when you go to put him in that tub, it doesn't matter what time of year it is. His hemipenes are just popped out and wiggling. He's ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So we have to give him a break. And we just do it really to give our snakes breaks more than we do it because we want to see what we get. We're real true hobby breeders. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do sell snakes, but we're not like trying to get rich. We only have like 20 something that we breed. We have other snakes, but they're like rat snake or a rainbow boa, shit like that. But, you know, we just do it for fun. So we're just throwing that stuff to see what it looks like. And, you know, we do our research, but
how often are you pairing your males to your female? Since you said that you rotate.
It just really depends on the behavior of the two animals. I mean, if I feel that, I'll probably leave a male in there for like 2 days at the most, and that's like if I've seen them locking up and they won't let go, you know what I mean? And as soon as we're constantly checking it. So once they lock, we take them out, and then we give the female feed, give her a few days off, and then we put the male in there. So it's like a constant switch, you know, but it's a slow process, but it's a switch, you know what I mean?
Like I only pair once a month. Once I see a lock, you don't need to pair them up anymore than that.
See, I pair a little more often than that. I mean, I try to give my snakes a rotation, like 1 week with this female, 1 week with this female, 1 week off, and then 2 weeks on, 1 week off, and 2 weeks on.
If you're doing two males, or if you're doing multiple males or whatever, then yeah.
This is just a regular banana. It's about to do its first shed, I think. See its eyes.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's still a little bitty baby. They just come out not long ago. We got some bananas in here that are really, really super orange.
What's up, Osa?
So I don't really know what's going on with those. And we got, you know, the real pretty spinner.
Oh, look at it.
Go, baby. I'm showing the snakes. Go in there.
Look at it.
But they want to look at it.
I know. They love it, man. The kids love doing this. But yeah, just a banana, real orange. It's probably not picking it up, but they're so orange when they're babies.
Yeah, right.
And I'm trying to find that one that we can't tell if it's a damn pastel banana spider or if it's just because it hasn't shed yet. But it's real, you know, it's just weird. I don't know. And I've talked to other breeders about it, and they're telling me it looks like a banana pastel spider, but I just don't, there's no way, you know, unless one of my other snakes has a hidden gene or something and I don't know about it.
Man, them whites go pretty far up on the sides.
Oh, I know, man. And it's going in the shed right now, but once it sheds, I'm going to make a video.
To really see.
Yeah, it's going in the shed, but it's just, it looks a lot different than this one. This one, I'm pretty sure is
just, thanks for coming in.
Just a banana spider. I'm pretty sure that's what this one is. And I mean, if you look,
we're open channel.
If you look at that animal and look how light and different
that one is. You got to show a picture to get on.
So I don't know. We'll see, and we'll know more when they they do their first shed.
Yeah, that's how mine was too. It sucks is waiting.
And then, you know, just a regular beautiful spider. I mean, this is like a picture perfect spider ball. And I mean, like I said, I love spiders, man, and I wish it wasn't the way it was, but you know, it is what it is.
I got snake banana.
Links in the chat. You got to show a picture to get on. Like of yourself.
I mean, like I said, I love spiders. I wish it wasn't the way it was.
Exposing you for killing.
For killing? For killing what? Oh, I got my first hater, guys.
Louie's fine. He's all right.
Block him.
Exposing me for killing. Killing what? What am I killing?
Block button. Boom.
That was the doggies. At the bottom, it says mic and camera. You might have to hit that, or it might be another setting, old man. I mean, I'm not too tech savvy, dude. But there is a mic and a cam at the bottom. They might be X'd out. I want to know what this guy's problem issue is. This dude's here.
Who cares?
He says, well, I'm live now. We are talking about you guys live and exposing you for killing.
Whatever.
Interesting.
I killed deer and I eat them. I killed deer with a gun I'm a redneck and I eat them.
Morgan, I got a pinstripe for you. Is blackhead pinstripe?
Morgan's his girlfriend or wife or whatever. I'm not sure what you guys are, but they're together.
I got a pinstripe for you, baby.
No, but he's really got a cool pinstripe. I mean, he's he's not being perverted.
No, I know. We've been looking at them.
Yeah, we've been looking at them. I'm just selling the black hat pin that's double hat. I'm gonna sell her. I got the one with the red stripe in it. I'm keeping her, obviously.
You go through Morph Market or do you use
Okay. Yeah, I'm on
Morph. All right, what's this?
I'm on Morph Market. I'm on Herb Social too.
All right, there's old man.
I gotta renew my freaking.
All right, dude.
I gotta renew.
Sorry about all that. We just got to make sure people are not going to wiener us.
But yeah.
That's all good.
What's up, dude? Thanks for coming in. Our dad's going crazy. I love that name because, like, that reminds me of what my kids thought when I started doing this. They definitely thought I went crazy. So, like, oh man, like, big props to you, dude. I mean, if you could do that stuff, you do that stuff. I mean, that's pretty evasive.
It's not that invasive, man. When you try to sit there and shove a rat down its throat and you're poking it in, and I watch Kevin McCurley use the back of a eraser and push it down into its belly. And I thought that was really invasive.
Yeah, I haven't seen too many. I mean, I watch Nerd and I haven't seen a lot of older Nerd videos. So, I mean, I haven't really caught up on it, but I've heard things that they've done. And I mean, once again, Kevin knows his stuff though. So I'm not going to sit there and criticize him for doing something. I mean, the guy's been doing it for 30 years. I mean, I barely over a year. I mean, thanks for showing, but I just don't think I'm ready to do anything like that.
Yeah, no, I don't. I would never talk bad about Kevin. Kevin's great with the stuff that he does and everything else. You know, like I said, I've had reptiles for 50 years, and you know, I'd take them to the vet. I had a 15-foot Burmese that had a RI infection. Took it to the vet. He did the injection, showed me how to do it. Anytime any of my snakes after that got an RI, I would just call him up, tell him what I needed, and he'd say, come on down and pick it up. You know, that's about the only thing I'll treat as RI, you know. I mean, I took her to the vet. She doesn't have an RI infection. I told him that she didn't, and he checked her out. She just won't eat. And she went from 800 to 610 grams in 2 months. Wow. And you can feel her spine and everything else. And I talked with the vet, and I says, yeah, I seen something about tube feeding, you know, from a mate of mine over in South Africa from North Coast Constrictors. And the dog food is a high protein food.
What's up, Will?
And it's a chicken base. So it's not beef, it's chicken. And when I talked with the vet that specializes in reptiles,
what's up, Eric?
He was like, oh yeah. So I got the catheter / feeding tube from him and everything else, you know. Yeah, so he showed me how to do it. Then he had me do it in the office and held the bottom part of the snake. And yeah, she fights a little bit when you go to stick the tube in, when you're trying to open her mouth, just like any snake does, even when you're trying to assist feed.
Right.
But then when you get her mouth opened up, you slide the tube in and you can feel it on your fingers on her neck as it's going down. And the person that's holding a little lower than your hands, keeping her straight, they can feel the tube also. And then when you start to put the food in, they can feel the food going in her belly. And the thing to it is that you don't want to overfeed. You want to do it real slow and not overfeed. So that way she doesn't regurge, because then if she does, then you got to wait like 2 weeks for all the enzymes in the stomach to come back and get in there to help with the digestion.
Right.
So I started off with 6. I started off with 6 meals. Then I went to 12. And this past weekend, I gave her 18 meals with 3 meals of water. And she's put on 27 grams in 5 feedings.
Damn.
Huh?
Yeah, I think what I was talking about earlier backstage is I think that in your situation, you went to the vet. They showed you how to do it. You feel me? So it's a little bit different. And I didn't say anything about the video. I could really care less. But I'm sure you did get hate about it. But I mean, they didn't know, I'm sure, that you've had that experience, or that the vet, you did take it to the vet and they showed you how to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sure if I encounter that and I go to the vet, like I said, and they literally show me at least 5 to 10 times, I'm a pretty quick learner, how to do it.
Right.
If I feel comfortable enough doing it, then I would probably do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I'm not gonna just. I think maybe people's perception of that video might have been, oh, he's just shoving
this dude shoving a tube down a snake's throat.
Instead of, this guy, he's been doing reptiles for certain X amount of years, whatever. He's taken this snake particularly to the vet, and they showed him how to do it over and over, and he did it for them, and blah, 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 blah. I think maybe people wouldn't have jumped to conclusions, which is fucked up anyway that they did that, but, it is the internet, so...
Oh yeah, and I don't hate on anybody, and I'm not going to say the 2 people's names that really slammed me on the channel,
Right.
They said giving a snake dog and cat food, that's ridiculous. Why would you give him that food? And my vet, he was telling me, hey, it's chicken based.
My vet told me to do it. If they go to the doctor and the doctor tells them to take a certain medicine, they're going to take it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're a doctor. If a vet tells you to do something, I mean, I've had to give shots to my dogs. You know what I'm saying? Glenn just gave a shot to his snake earlier.
Yeah, right backstage.
His vet showed him how to do it, and now he knows how to do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and that sucks because like the 2 people that had negative response to that, I really respect those guys' opinions too. I'm not going to put them out there. I mean, they're nice people, and they have some good ideals themselves. They just disagree strongly with what he did, and it's another reason why I want to put James out here, because so he could tell a story, how he knows what he's doing with it. And maybe a certain percentage of the people who didn't agree with it, has less of an opinion about it now.
Right. I mean, I don't hate on anybody, you know what I'm saying? And everybody's entitled to their opinions. Okay.
Right.
I'm not going to take offense to it. One of the comments was, well, I've only assist fed, force fed 1 snake. And he says he did it to save its life. Okay. Well, I tried feeding a ASF that is still nursing, and it's only like maybe an inch long. I put that in its mouth, put it into its throat, tail sticking out. I'm hanging her letting her hang upside down with her head down, facing the floor. And she's corkscrewing like a damn spider ball python. And she's not trying to swallow it. I put her on the ground and I try to get her to crawl forward like Kevin McCurley does on his video when he's doing the babies. And she's crawling forward, but that rat ain't going nowhere. And all I can do is see her twisting her head from side to side and spitting it out on the floor. 5 times I tried it, and it was like, this is too stressful for everything else. My buddy over in North Africa, that's where I saw the video at first. And the snake he had, you could feel you could feel its spine and everything else. You look at that snake now, it's been, about 8 months, 9 months, and it's eating all the time and everything else. And it was a hatchling. That was like, I think he said it was like 100 something grams at the time. And just wouldn't eat, tried to assist, kept spitting it out, kept losing weight. So he sat there, and a breeder that he knew showed him how to do it. And that was it. And he posted it on his YouTube channel.
Right.
So I seen it. I talked to my vet and everything else and told him what food that I was the A&D dog food, cat food. And he goes, oh yeah. So I go into his office, didn't charge me or anything else, showed me how to stick the tube in its throat, then said, okay, now you do it. I did it. And, I was a little nervous, a little apprehensive, and he's sitting there telling me, okay, now when you're inserting it down his throat, you're going to feel the tube. And it's going to be the real thin skin that stretches when the snake eats a rat. He says, you'll feel it rub against that there. He says, just keep going. Don't panic or anything else. Just insert it real slow. That's what I did. And the rest was history. So, now she fights me for a few seconds, opening her mouth. And once she feels the tube going, she just sits there and doesn't move. And I go through the 12 mils. I did 18 this past weekend on Saturday, and she didn't squirm, nothing else, pulled the tube out. She closed her mouth, didn't want to let go of the tube at first. when it got it out of her throat and into her mouth, she didn't want to let go of the tube. She let go of it, and then next thing you know, she just sat there and started looking around. She crawled around on the table, and she was just fine. So I'm going to try to figure out how to reverse this camera. And when I do it,
I gotta jump off of here. I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to work in the morning, guys. So
all right, later, Glenn. Thanks for coming on, bud. Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Hey, Glenn, I subscribe to your channel for you.
Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
No problem. And
all right, see you guys.
See ya.
And Nick, I'll subscribe to yours also. I subscribe to everybody's. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's what's up. That's what it's about,
Yeah.
old man. Thank you.
Yeah, it's all about giving love and treating everybody right out here in the community.
Right? I like everybody. I don't give anybody a problem, and I don't know who Truthful UK is, but apparently I got my first enemy or whatever.
You were saying that when I was getting onto the live stream.
Yeah, but they're talking about it in the chat. I don't know if he put a video out, but after this, I think I might have to go investigate.
Right.
I ain't scared. I mean, he said exposing me for killing. I mean, I feed live. I mean, I don't know what the problem is. If I get a snake that takes frozen thawed, I will continue feeding it frozen thawed. I can get frozen thawed just as live. I mean,
I'll put it to you like this. I'm going to say it, and I don't give a damn who likes it. If you don't like to feed live, I'm sorry. I don't post any videos about live feeding. I don't.
No, I don't.
Because of people like you that hate on it. And that's just bad taste to me. I'm not going to do it.
Yep.
I don't care who does it, but it will never be on my channel. But that being said, you don't have 20-something snakes, 30-something, 40-something snakes that won't take a frozen thawed rat. I have snakes that will only eat mice, little bitty fucking mice, and they're frozen thawed, but they will only eat that. Snakes are picky. And if I have to feed that snake a live rat off camera in the privacy of my home, why should you shame anybody for that? Would you, if your dog only ate chickens, live chickens, would you not sacrifice a damn chicken so that your dog don't die? I think you would. This is a business. You know what I'm saying?
We do it out of necessity, not out of pleasure.
Yeah, I'm a hobbyist. I do it not for money. I do it just to try to pay for frozen thawed rats for my snakes. But in the end, you are trying to turn a profit. And if I have a snake that I can't get to eat, it's going to die. You know what I'm saying? Unless I throw a live rat in there, who cares? So for the people that don't like that, I say get over it. If you don't like it, just don't comment. Because it really doesn't matter at the end of the day anyway. You know what I'm
Nobody
saying?
told you to watch it.
Yeah, we're still gonna feed them. Like I said, off camera in my stance on it, but to each their own, man. You know what I mean? The animals got to eat. Do you have a lizard that eats crickets? Is that different? Do you only feed dried crickets? No, hell no, because your damn bearded dragon ain't gonna eat it. It's nasty.
So they say plants have feelings too, like plants cry.
Yeah,
So all these vegetarians, you're killing an organism when you eat. Like, you know, you want to sit there and say we're killing an organism by eating cows because I'm a red meat eater. But like when you kill that soy plant, it had feelings.
Okay, well, I put it to you like this too. All the people that say that a lot of them are probably meat eaters. They probably go buy meat from the damn grocery store. I promise you that meat that you bought had a crap life. Its life sucked. So you being mad at somebody for feeding a live rat to a snake, that's ludicrous. If you do that, you know what I'm saying? If you eat cows, how do you think that cow gets to your table? Somebody kills it, and it's brutal. You know what I'm saying? I've seen pigs, chickens get slaughtered. It is brutal.
Yeah, it's a brutal process. Yeah, I've seen them videos. I think Rotten is a series on Netflix that shows you about like some of the industries, and chickens were one of them. That's some pretty dirty shit.
Yeah, and the rats that I get are frozen thawed, and the ones that they come from the best facility, I get them from Rodent Pro. They're, humanely shit down. It's not like it's an evil process. They're already dead, man. It's no different than taking a chicken breast out of the freezer and cooking it up.
Right on.
I just had to say it because it pisses me off.
Dude, it grinds my gears too, so I let you go because it really pisses me off too. What's up, James? What you doing?
Okay, I'm bringing her out now and putting her on the scale here. We're at 627.8 grams.
Between 25 and 27. She's gaining weight.
Yeah, 625, 627. She's gaining weight now. So, and she's pooped in her thing. So, all right, we got a good bowel movement in there going. I guess I'm going to be cleaning the tub.
That's a good sight.
Yeah.
Necessity. It's out of necessity. And that's my biggest point about feeding anything. We have to feed our snakes at all costs. James has a method that's working for him. I mean, he got the vet's okay to do it. He sounds like he made the right steps. I kind of have to side with James on this one. I think he's doing the right thing.
Yeah, back to the live stuff. We hate throwing a live rat in the tub. For the record, most people that keep reptiles love animals, all animals. And when I have to throw a rat in there, I throw that son of a gun in there and I walk out the room because I don't want to hear that squeal and that fight for life. I'm not like that. I'm 666 serpents. Yeah, hell Satan, but I don't want to see nothing die like that brutally. You know what I'm saying? And I think that people don't understand that about people that have to do that. It's sad, It's like, damn you for trying to keep people from dying,
And the only thing that I've ever posted on my video, I had a snake that had an ASF wrapped up for like 20 minutes, looking at it, waiting for it to move. And I posted the video. I said, I think he's confused. It's still alive. This has been 20 minutes and he's still staring at it. And like, if you want to get mad about that, then go ahead. I mean, cool.
Yeah, well, here we go. I try to stay away from videoing it or any kind of thing like that because, like I said, I don't want to watch it, and that's just me personally. And there's just too much heat. You know what I mean? It's like not worth it. You might get 52,000 views or something like that, but is it worth it really? Because
it's not even one of my best videos.
Yeah, in the end, you're not gonna gain anything from it. You're just gonna have people that hate you for it, and I don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I typically don't try to post anything like that, but it was just funny. You know what I mean? I thought it was just staring at it and it wouldn't move. It was funny. It took it like 45 minutes to actually eat the dang thing. I don't know if that's what they're getting upset about, but okay, cool.
These are my
I see
ASFs.
buys and I stand by it because most of my snakes won't eat frozen thawed.
Here's my ASFs and how everybody says they bite and everything else.
I just want to say to Will's hella heat. I don't smoke meth. I work on a Maxwell Air Force
No,
base.
he was talking about the other panel of the people bitching about me.
I just wanted to clear that up. You know what I'm saying?
I don't do that shit no more. I'm almost 5 years clean, so we'll just clear that up.
Okay, sorry.
But yeah, he was talking about that Truthful UK panel. I guess they're on a panel and over there, and they're exposing me for killing.
Are we on their channel right now? Are they
I don't
streaming
know.
this?
Not sure.
That'd be cool if they were. I've never been to the UK.
Yeah, well, my friend Mike from 21st Century, like he would come on live and walk to work at like 5 o'clock in the morning there. It's like 12 here or something. And we'd walk through London. It was the coolest shit ever. I actually almost feel like I've been in London because of it.
Here's one of my ASFs in my hand here. They don't bite. They let me pet them and everything else, man. And everybody says how mean and vicious they are. I got one albino that when I put my hand in the tub and I'm petting one of the other ones, she comes over and nips on the side of my hand. So I will go ahead and start petting her.
All right.
You know.
And that's another reason why I don't do it, because I don't want to have it bite the snake. I mean, there's just so much fucked up shit that goes with it.
I've gotten snakes kind of hurt over it. Like one of my snakes got hurt over it. So I'm a little bit more cautious when I do it. I hold it until that snake sees it and wants to get it. And then, I let it go right before it hits usually. Sometimes it's still in my hand when they hit it or my tongue. So they use do tongue sometimes, but they're lost right now. I can't find them.
Yeah. The only thing I have with live feeding is when they do live feeding videos.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Eric said it looks like a profile made just to troll. So I ain't worried about it. Troll me then.
The reason why I don't like live feeding videos is because we got all these people out here that are against snake breeders. Okay.
Right.
They don't like us, and they sit there and they show us take that little defensive rat and we hold it by its tail while we're filming it, and they eat it. And all that does is give PETA people ammunition to fight, to block us, to make laws, to take away our rights to breed snakes.
Right. But, you see these videos of these cats and dogs batting rats around, and they end up killing the thing. Even on the video, they'll kill it. And they don't get no bad.
I know.
Like,
my thing is
I
hate the videos where it's like, this is a reptile feeding channel. You know what I mean? Like, that's all we show is that because this is nature. And I'm like, how the hell is it nature when you put 7 little chicks in a freaking tub glass cage with a fucking tegu lizard? That's not nature. That's demented. You know what I'm saying?
That's a slaughter party.
And then you're going to film it, and like people will be on the comments like, oh, I hope you feed it a live rabbit next. And I'm like, are these people for real?
I don't like stuff like that.
Yeah,
now, Will said something about, like, there was a guy who had a snake in a tub with like 4 or 5 rats.
Oh,
I commented, it looked like a snake buffet. I mean, I'm not going to comment on, do what you want to do. I won't do that. But, if that's what you want to do,
think about it. It would stress the hell out of you, let alone a snake, to have all these damn big ass rats running around it.
Well, they were little rats. It was like a bigger snake and little rats.
Yeah, but damn, sensory overload. Like, if you have to do that, why not just feed it one at a time?
Where's the note?
I don't know, baby. In there?
I don't know where I looked for it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like feeding or showing live feeding videos. I won't really do the whole process, like, at all. It's just, I don't know. But if you want to contradict me for feeding live, then go ahead, because, I mean, some of my snakes won't eat frozen thawed. I could probably get about a quarter of them on it, but I ain't going to lie, it's easier. They eat both. Yeah. It's easier.
Well, dude, I've took snakes that people's had for years, and they give them to me for my collection because they can't take care of them no more, whatever. Kind of a foster situation because I'm going to breed it, And
Right.
they, they all they can get it to do, they say the only downside is it will only eat live. And I'm telling you, dude, like 85 to 93% of the time, I can let it go off food for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's a big snake, it can handle
Right.
it. And I'll stick that frozen thawed in there, and I'm talking about from that point on, boom, locked on. And that's what they eat. And it's a very good feeling. And sometimes it takes a lot of patience.
Right.
And repetitive. You got to be repetitive about it. But it's awesome to know that I don't have to worry about breeding rats or anything like that. I don't want to do that.
Right.
It's just too much of a headache for me. Like I said, I only have 20 something snakes that I breed, and I'm just doing it as a hobby, like a true,
Right.
what do they call it? Olympus calls it a boutique breeder. I guess that's what, but I just do it for what I like. You know what I mean? And I don't want to offend nobody by a video that I make, but I don't post videos about stuff like that. So if they're mad at me for posting a video of me feeding my big ass snake a frozen rat, then I hate it for them. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like the last one that I bitched out was on my animal house, and my animal house feeds all frozen thawed or pre-killed or whatever he does. But it clearly was alive or a dead rat. Yeah. And he fed a snake, and I don't know. That thing just sets me off when I read that on anybody's. I usually bitch about it.
Yeah. I feed everything live, but like when I'm feeding the tubs, I'll leave all 4 tubs in my one little rack that I got, and I drop all 4 rats in there real quick, and I close it up just a little bit, and there's 2 of them that I know when they eat.
Yeah.
Because I drop it in and I hear a thud sound.
Yeah.
And it's like boom, boom. Now, the other one that I have, my gravel het clown, that little boy there, I open that tub up, I drop that rat, and before I can close the tub, he's already wrapped it up.
Yeah, and I have some that like that. As soon as you set it in there, that rat hits the ground. It's
yeah. I mean, he just pounds the food, and he's up to he's 853 or 54 grams now. Right. I had the storm come through, and I've been pairing my scaleless head, Mojave Fire, possible calico to my pastel lesser 100% candy clown. So with the shed testing and stuff that was coming out, and they could test for candy, I was like, okay, put that with my scaleless head. And they locked up in January on the 24th. Then February, they didn't lock at all. March, they locked again around the 18th or so. And then I put them in there in April, and nothing was going on. So I pulled him out. We had another set of storms come through. So then I threw my gravel het clown in there.
All right.
And they laid side by side with their tails next to each other, but I never saw a visual lock.
Right.
Oh, I got a buddy out in Vegas that he's got ultrasounds, so I'm going to take her out there on Friday to see about ultrasound in there and see if she's got follicles going and whatnot and how big they are, and just keep trying to pair her. That'll be my first clutch. Everything else I have is all too small. I've got 2 Desert Ghosts that I bought from F&A Balls. I have a Bomb Project Cine 100% het pied.
Right on.
I got a Super Black Pastel het pied.
Nice.
And I got him, and I couldn't get it right away because of the weather where I'm at out here in the Vegas area, Nevada. So he had to keep it for 8 months.
Right.
And I kind of went MIA I was in the hospital for a little bit, but he basically all he did was sustain life feeding. That was it.
Right.
He got it. It was 157 grams, and he had it 8 months. So in 8 months, that thing should have been well over 250 grams.
Right.
And it wasn't. But, oh, that's nice.
Yeah. This is from Bob's Balls.
Bob's Balls.
Yeah, this one's a damn champagne inchy ghost hypo. So I guess a mimosa inchy.
Dude, if you put another copy of Inchy in that and you get a super Inchy champagne ghost, that is such a pretty snake.
Yeah.
The super Inchy champagne hypo.
Yeah, this is a female. We're trying to grow her out. The only thing other I have with Inchy is my bamboo Inchy super pastel. I'd have to hold back some males from one of them and then breed it back. But we don't really mess with Inchy too much unless it's in there already. You know,
right?
We're going to turn down Inchy, but it's just not one of our really, focuses. We don't really.
I don't like champagne, but I seen a super Inchy champagne hypo, and I thought, man, if that thing had desert ghost in it, that would just be a freaking awesome snake.
Yeah,
so that's something I'm trying to hit.
That just laid eggs on the 21st, and I'm excited to see who fathered that clutch because she's a winner. I haven't seen too many champagnes, I guess, like you were saying, that really catch my eye or make me want to do it. But we have the champagne, and then we have a cinnamon, which is a super cinnamon pinstripe. So I'm hoping to get some poor man pods.
Right.
But this is a beautiful snake right here, man. This is one of my favorites that we got. That's one of our grow ups.
Yeah, it's nice.
I wish the camera would pick it up, but yeah, we got some stuff on Morph Market, like adults. I have an adult spider that's a hell of a good breeder. She breeds every year. But like I said, I'm getting rid of the spiders for the most part.
Right.
And she's up on Morph Market, and I think we have a Spectre female, but she's up on Morph Market as well, I think. But she's only going to be sold as a pet.
Right.
Because like I said, she got egg bound, and she was somebody's pet for like 3 or 4 years, and we got her just because she was Spectre, and I wanted to see, what could happen. She's a beautiful girl, but I
like the Spectre gene.
Oh yeah, she's a little brat, or I would take her out. She just ate yesterday, so.
Right. But my phantom het clown girl just got up to size. We weighed her yesterday, and she was right there, a little light than I liked, but right there at it. And my daughter was like, "Is she ready? Is she ready?" My daughter's just now getting into this. She got me into it. Then I got 20 snakes, and she was like, "Wow, that's too many snakes." But now she sees what I'm trying to do, so she's just now getting into it. But she picked the super pastel sunset het clown to pair to it. So we're going to be trying to get Phantom into sunset.
This is my Phantom yellow belly. I fucking love Phantom, man. I love the dark snakes. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Phantom's awesome.
Yeah, I love it. I love the side, right?
Yeah, you could definitely tell yellow belly.
Yeah. He's a good boy. Pretty good breeder, I would say. He's locked up ever since he got big enough. So we'll see if he bred with anybody this year, but he's a great tempered snake. All my snakes are pretty much good. I mean, I have 2 that'll bite the crap out of you if you let them. But it's mainly like food response. You know what I mean? Like every time I open the tub on some of them, that's all it is. So unless I'm cleaning it, but yeah, you said Phantom. This is Phantom. I love it. I like the Phantom look.
Yeah, it's that he puts real darks in it, and then it gets real bright yellows.
Yeah, I wish I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not, but it's so bright.
I like the hooking on it. It's got some hooking that I like.
Yeah. Yeah, he's awesome.
All right, well, we're just about at an hour. We're going to call it quits. We like to end it at an hour, so y'all come back sometime. I enjoy getting new people on, and you two guys are cool. You are welcome back anytime you want when I have open panels. So I'll keep you in the future.
All right.
Thanks for having me, man. If everybody watching, y'all check us out on TikTok and Instagram and Morph Market.
Yep, go ahead and shout yourself out. Get yourself out there.
Yeah,
I don't have YouTube. I am on Instagram, but I'm like the illiterate when it comes to this YouTube thing, you know. So I'm trying to learn that there and start my channel up, you know. But I thank you for having me on, and I'll keep you guys posted. And like right now, I just put a small ASF in there that just weaned, and she's just cruising around the cage, not paying it no mind, nothing.
Yep. Well, I guess she might need some more dog food.
Yeah, that's what's going to happen next, you know.
Right.
She's going to get the old tube, and you know that way I can just keep the weight going on her. Eventually, she'll start to eat.
Right. So that's been your hopes that she starts to eat. You're not doing this like her whole life.
No. I'm only doing this until before I even tube feed her. I offer her a rat the day before and the day of.
Right.
Then that evening, then I go ahead and I feed her with a tube feeding. So I give her ample opportunity, because I do it every 3 days, to go ahead and try to eat something. I mean, I've put her in the car in a bag and drove 30 minutes one way, 30 minutes back, going up to Utah and back, and won't eat. I've taken vanilla extract, put that on the rat's head. That didn't work.
Dude, we tried all that kind of wise tail shit. I don't know if it works or not. We couldn't get it to work either. Like vanilla, I've never had one bite at vanilla on a rat.
Yeah,
and tried it, you know what I mean?
I tried crawlers for rat crawlers. I've tried rat pups. I've tried a mouse, and she turns her nose up to everything.
Yep, I had one that stopped eating a month ago, and she hasn't. I tried a rat and a mouse, a smaller rat, I should say, and a mouse. Next week, I'm going to have to get an ASF and see if she's going to take an ASF. If you don't do that, I don't know. I might have to start thinking about evasive methods, and I don't think I could try that. I think I'm going to try to shove a rat down its throat.
I would go to the vet, Ken.
Yeah, the tube feeding isn't.
Go to a vet.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you never know. They might show you something. You know, I don't know.
The tube feeding, that's only good for when, you know, your snake's lost like 150 grams.
Yeah,
or
no doubt.
Right.
And you weigh her another week and she's lost another 5 or 10 grams. You know, when she's losing weight like that, you know that she doesn't have an RI infection. So then you tube feed. You know, I mean,
this is just a beginning problem, Snake. I mean, I'm not worried about it yet. It's only been a month. Well, not even a month. She refused food 3 weeks in a row. And it's just like, oh, you little fucker. The sister that I got with her is now like up to 600 grams. She's still at like 300. And it's just like, you could be just doing good like her. You just eat. Come on.
You know, I did a rescue on a spider and a lemon blast. And when I went over to pick them up, I had them in there. The people gave me the aquariums, and they had 2 rats for them because it was due for them to eat. Drove them to my house 20 minutes away, put the rats in there, neither one of them ate. So tried to feed them the next week, neither one of them ate. Well, now the damn rats are getting too damn big for them. So I took them to my buddy's pet store and gave them to him and said, hey, when I need 2 rats, I'll just come back and get 2 rats from you. Oh, okay, no problem. I would go over there every week, get 2 rats, take them home, try to feed them for 6 months, and they never. Okay. Well, then my ex-girlfriend, her grandkids came over, and they punctured the top of the Exoterra tank that I had one of the ball pythons in. So then I had a 4 foot by 3 foot by 3 foot terrarium, big enclosure with glass doors, and it's got an all natural background in it and stuff. So I had to put them in there. So I put the snakes in there and cohabitated 2 male ball pythons. And those 2 suckers got underneath the one hide, and they lived in there together. And I pull them out and try to feed them, and they wouldn't eat. And about another 3 weeks goes by. I pull them out, put one in the box, and I put the rat in there, and he eats. And I'm going, yes. So he gets done eating. I put him in the enclosure. I grab the other one, put him in the box, drop the rat in there, sitting there watching for an hour, nothing. So I put him back in the thing. The next week, I go to feed them. They both eat.
All right.
I finally, after about 3 months, I get the tank fixed, and I put the new lid in it and everything else. And I split them up and put them in their own tanks. And they weren't losing weight during that time that they wouldn't eat. And I separate them. I go to feed them that week, and neither one of them will eat. I did that for a month. I put them back in the same tank again. They didn't eat the first week, but they ate the second week. And they kept eating after that. So I took them out again and did it again. And I left them apart, and I tried to feed them 2 weeks in a row. They wouldn't eat. As soon as they put them back in that tank together, they started eating again. I left them like that ever since. And they're still the same. I just had to get a bigger hide.
Right. That's amazing, because, like, you're not supposed to cohabitate 2 males together.
Yeah.
There's an instance where 2 males is, making it work.
Yeah, they don't fight. I've got this one tub is probably 16, 17 inches long, about 5 inches high, and I just got a hole in it and in the tub, and I put that in there, and I got another tub over on the other side, and I've got cork bark in there for them to climb in, and you will never find them in a hide by themselves.
Huh.
They're always together. And the freaking, they're 1,700 and grams is one, and the other one's about 19, almost 20.
Nice. Those are big snakes.
Yeah. And, I've had them for going on, 2.5 years now.
Wow.
And I refuse to separate them.
Yeah, well, if they're not going to eat if you separate them, might as well put them together.
Yeah. When I do separate,
you did your homework on that one. In this instance, that's working.
Yeah, so, but I just throw that little food thought out there, and everybody rips on me about that one too.
If you explained that enough and you experimented enough to where you have the background in that to say, hey, this is what I did with these 2 specific snakes. Now, I'm not going to sit there and guarantee you could do that with any 2 males, but these 2 specific snakes case, it's working.
Yeah. They get along, and they don't do nothing. They thrive. You'll see them out, and they'll get up into the wire for the light up there. So I've had to take and get a little U-shaped thing and screw it in, so that way they can't get into the wire no more, because now they're way too big. But when they were 700 grams each, in that range there, they would get up there and crawl up onto the cord and hang by the cord up there.
Yep.
And I was like, okay, enough of that, guys.
Yeah, hanging on cords suck. But all right, we're going to call it a day. Thanks, James, for coming in. I should say a night.
Thank you.
Nick, you've been really cool, dude. Nice meeting you tonight. Chat, thanks for hanging out. See y'all later.
Peace out, guys.